Welcome along to Let's Get Qualifying. It is the Austrian GP and we are live with the free-to-play account. This account is going to be going for yes another Junior GP and we can enter Challenger at the moment. You might be thinking, why? As the dog absolutely KOs my green screen. What are you doing, Max? So yes, the dog kind of ruining the intro, but you know, that's what animals, you never know what you're going to get sometimes, bless him. So welcome again to qualifying. We're going to get this show on the road. And let's take a look first of all. So the reason, as I was going to say, with Junior, is the fact that it's a very long season and we need to protect this account from some bad GP groupings. And at the moment, we're getting through to the final round every week. So really, we're picking up premium boosts every week as well. There is going to be a time where we need to go ahead and race the Challenger, Contender, Champion. But for now, I just want to focus on getting some of the assets, a couple of boosts each week, and I am happy with it. So, and of course, we don't have Colapinto, a high rare level either. So, let's do another one at Junior and see how we get on. So, let's go and enter, like so. We have got there 77 tuning. If you was to win the Junior sponsor task, you can get 50 points from a GP if you use one of those two. So we're going to enter the Junior GP like so. Entered, done and dusted. So we're in our group. This group will fill out. Now what do we have coming up? We have the likes of Austria, Silverstone, Imola and Baku all to go through. And what you're probably going to find is we are not going to use boosts. We're going to try not to use boosts, try and get through, save our boost collection. That is key. So first up, we have Spielberg and Austria as the group fills out already. We have got our defensive drivers. I will show you Colapinto. Not really good enough. Bad tyre management as well. And that is our car. So we're going to meet the sponsor task. Let's get into race number one. Coming from Junior, defending and speed. Well, actually, I nearly set out on the wrong stats because we need a speed track and we need the drivers. There you go. We nearly went on the wrong setup. So let's just make sure we have got our speed parts on then for this one. That was a close one. That's why you've got to always double check your setups. And we nearly got caught out, but we're going to survive. This is now our best speed track. Let's go. So there you go. 82 speed. These two drivers, it's time to get the show on the road. And hopefully we can score good points, especially with the right setup. So 620 team score is what we are going to be running today in the speed circuits. And we want to try and start off on the best foot. We're going to have, I think, decent qualifying. Let's see who we get. Now, if you get to this little island, about now, it usually means a bot. 6-4-1. Leeds United, making no further comment on that club. Let's go and see if we can overcome. Austria and Spielberg is coming. Now, we don't need max scoring. So the reason why we're not using boosts is we should be able to get through without them. And we don't need a tiebreaker. So I'm happy to run the risk. Where do we qualify? P10 and P12. That's okay. We're going to go. Mediums and soft running. 3-3-4 and a 4-3-3 is what we're going to be doing. Now, let's get on. Here we go. Let's do this. Knuckle down. Two-stop strategy. Can we get the job done? Behrman with a perfect start. Albon with a slow start. We get away. Not too much in it, but Albon has slowly dropped back a little bit. He's into 15th place now. Behrman up to 9th. So hopefully we can start to gain some of them positions back and not continue to lose out, as it's Albon versus Albon in P15. Now remember, the race start will last for the whole of lap 1. So Albon is set to struggle for most of this lap, but he has got himself still P15. But we'll come to it in this race. Don't worry about that. P5 for Behrman. Remember, no boosts makes it a lot more difficult. Rivals pushing as well. Let's see how we get on. Bearman just holding off the cars behind. Let's see if we can get past here as we go backwards again. Do manage to get that position back. If we can get past Gasly. Come on. No, can't get past Gasly. That's disappointing. Can we now? No. Struggling on speed then is what looks like Albon is. We don't have the best defensive drivers in the world. There's Bearman now. We're going to push, and there's a move. We're back up to P14. So P14, as then it was the door going that time. Everything going on today. We've got the dog ruining the green screen and people posting things through the door. Bearman P8. Albon's going to continue. Should be able to climb Albon here. He's in 12th place. We've got Bearman 14th. So, lot to do. But again, we're not using the boost. We're trying to get through, if we can, without wasting some of the boost. That's why free to play, you have to be so smart. But Albon will come in. I'm not a million miles away from 4 softs on Bearman too. Which could be a lot better for us if we can. Bearman back to 6th. So I might try an easy middle stint here. Albon 14th. With Hamilton, the fast Ferraris. In between a Ferrari sandwich by the look of it. Leclerc ahead of us. Not anymore though, we are through. And I don't think we're going to get... Yeah, we're not going to get 4 soft. So onto the mediums we shall go. As Bearman gets overtaken, but that's okay. Try and save the power unit for on the mediums, because that's where we're going to be a little bit slower. But it's okay as we are at the moment. Rival's going to go to the end on that Bearman. And now let's push into pit. So, Bearman came in from P4. His final stop. Albon is 11th. He can pit... Well, he'll pretty much pit this lap coming round. As Bearman comes back out. Got the Ferraris around him. And we've got quite a lot of cars ahead now as well. If we can overtake them with Albon, we can get some little bit of clean air in terms of, well, at least a few seconds ahead of the rival. There you go. There's 2 more positions to P6. Come on, Bearman. Thank you. P12. So it feels like it's in the balance. Leclerc comes back through. Hamilton trying to make a move, but Hamilton breaks down. As now Albon comes back out. Yeah, we would have been a lot faster with the boosts, of course. But we are making the decision to try and save ourselves some boost, because we've got Thursday, Friday to qualify as well if we need to. We've got more cars coming in the pits then. And Bearman is going to work himself up to P8 with Albon into P9. Doubt we'll have many more pit stops, if any. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to try and hunt down any breakdowns, any luck we can get from Austria. We're going to try. We might beat the rival here based on the fact that they need to pit. That's an extra place that we're going to make up. With 1 lap to go. He's going to go for soft tyres. And he's just about to come out of the pits. Ferrari's coming out of the pits too. So 7th and 8th. Not bad at all, this. Is the rival pushing? They're not, but I feel like they're going to. As we come through the middle sector, let's try and hold positions. We are going to lose the duel, but, I mean, it's a tough matchup. There is Bearman and Albon trying to get in each other's way. They're going to come home for what is going to be a P7 and P8 finish. It was close, but we do survive and get some okay points. It is 35 points for this race, 37 for the rival. We can see the team score 6-4-1 for them versus our 620. And it was all about the 2 stops, pretty much. That was the way to go around here in the Junior GP. We have got drivers-wise, there you go. Yuki Tsunoda, level 8, which is looking very, very solid for the rival. And a level 7 Bearman, so their drivers were a lot better than ours. And the car And again, it was bigger than ours. It was 86 on the speed, 4 more. So in theory, in the end, that's a good job done by the rival. Good score. We took a bit of extra qualifying. I don't think we have hustle anywhere near that level. So let's just take a look quickly. That makes 38 because we do take the +3 additional points from that race. Let's just check that hustle part. Yeah, there you go. We only got it level 7. We would be a little bit quicker, but look at the qualifying less if you took that part. We've got race 2 coming up then for this one. Race 2 sees us stick with speed. We're off to tyre management and Silverstone. Another potential bot matchup because we got just past the island on the GP search. So we are at equal team score. This could still be real. You never know, but we're off to Silverstone. We're off to speed. Now, we've got the same setup as we had before. The only difference is we've actually took Ocon instead of Albon for a bit of better race start. That's what we're thinking in this one. And you can see we qualify 12th and 15th versus the rival 9 and 10. So we're going to be doing a 2-stop strategy. 2-3-3 and a 3-3-2. We're going to, again, not use any boost. Try and get through. Try and save all our boosts when we can. Don't want to waste it getting through a qualifying. But let's go. It's going to be lights out and away we go at Silverstone for this Grand Prix Race 2. And Behrman has got a very beautiful start. He's up to P6, mixing it with the Ferraris, Red Bulls, McLarens. And he's going to come away in P6. Ocon goes round the outside. A brilliant move. 2 Red Bulls to come down the straight. And he's going to make a move past 1. And he's going to claim P8. So that is a very good start to the Silverstone Race 2 of the Austrian GP event. It is P4 and P8. As we go down the straight, can we get moves for Behrman? Behrman just getting overtaken. We're a little bit slow on the power there. But we do get that position back. And it is now back up to P4 and P8. Can we continue the fight? That would be ideal. Because if we can score big, with no boosts, every little helps. Down the straight we go. Can we make a move on Piastri? We can. We're up to P3. Ocon trying his hardest to get into P7. Not going his way at the moment. So as we come through, we come into Maggots and Beckett's following the dirty air of Charles Leclerc. And down the straight we go. It is time to conserve some power unit and make our first pit stop of this race. In comes Ollie Behrman. Ocon continues back to 3 mediums again. Just going to conserve when we can. Try and keep any power unit possible. But this race is quite close at the moment. As you can see, everyone's kind of stacked together as Ocon makes it into the top 4. Here comes Behrman. Can Behrman find a way past Pierre Gasly? It doesn't look like he can at the moment. He does the old switcheroo, but it doesn't work. So Ocon is going to be coming in this lap. Behrman has done the undercut. He's already pitted. I'm just going to try and claim some power unit. And look how many cars are going to be coming into the pits here. There's going to be quite a few. Behrman's got a chance of overtaking a fair few of them. As we come round, he is back up to P4. Yeah, P4 for Behrman. Rival's gone for softs. And the rival, oh, I hate it. Don't you just hate it when we go so slow out of a corner? It's so painful. What do we got ahead? A couple of hard tyres still going. So we're about our middle ground, aren't we, at the moment? P6, P8 again. So around where we start scoring on this account. On this setup. So we're pretty much bang on for that 35, 36 points each race. Depending on the track. Come through the final few corners. Ocon just trying to get past, but can't. And it's back for a Behrman pit stop. Leclerc, is he on the hard tyres? Leclerc is on hards. Oh my god, another really bad exit by Esteban Ocon. Putting us under pressure. It's not a great race by Ocon. He should be flying past the likes of Verstappen. So again, through Maggots and Beckett's. Going to conserve. Sainz just trying to get past though. As Behrman will come into the pits now for his final stop. Verstappen and Leclerc both pit. And now it's time for Ocon next lap to come in. Rivals coming out in P5. Probably going to overtake us on the pit exit here. And there you go. Straight back ahead. So Ocon to pit. Rivals going to carry on. Behrman has pitted his final time. Can we get through? No, we are struggling on overtaking here. It's a little bit of a struggle. Through Maggots and Beckett's down the straight. Behrman P4 does not have to pit. Ocon will be. He'll be coming in for his soft tyre run. And so does the rival Sonoda pit. So that puts us back up to P12. Going to make quite a few overtakes in the pits then. P7. And coming out ahead of Leclerc then. So we've done the overcut on Leclerc. And it's now Esteban Ocon to try and lunge on Lawson. He can. P10. 1 lap to go after this one. In the balance, the points. While we're on 33 points. And hopefully some pit stops from the cars ahead. Otherwise, it's not going to be great points. There is 2 cars in the pits though. We can get ahead of both of them. We're going to move Behrman up to P5. Ocon just going to get out ahead of the McLaren, but he's got Sainz for company. If we can keep positions. Should be P5 here. With Ocon closing all the time on Sainz. He's going to be lining that up in the last few corners. If we can keep the McLaren of Piastri behind. But Behrman is going to get what looks to be P5. We can push him to finish. He's got to watch the tyres actually. Here comes Ocon though. Can we get Ocon another position? He might be a little bit too far back as he comes through the final corner. Is he going to get P7 on the line? He's not. It is still going to be 37 points. And with that additional race bonus of 3, we are going to move to a 40-point race from race number 2. That was very, very solid without boost as well. 620 versus 620 in the end. And it was a level 6 Behrman, level 7 Yuki Tsunoda, not got strong tyres. Rival had the exact same setup. So same setup, and we equally scored fairly similar, didn't we? 37, 31. Bot didn't do too good, but that is some big, big points. 40 points in the end in total from the second race. Race number 3. We are off to Imola. It's going to be full wet conditions. Now, if you've been watching my live streams, you know what happens when we come to wet conditions, and we'll play it on lap 1. But real player, most likely I would expect to be using boosts because most real players you come across will use boosts on this game. It's always going to be about the 2-stop here in wet conditions. So P9 and P12, 15th and 17th for us. It's going to be everybody pitting lap 3, everyone pitting lap 6. It's going to be a bit of a chaotic race. Not really anything we can do with the undercut though. We might try it if we get opportunity. So, as we get about to race in lap 1, we're going to give you what we do in every wet race on this channel now. But first of all, let's focus and see if we can get away. Rival doesn't use boosts by the look of it, to be fair to them. They are going to not push away either, which is interesting. So P8 for Behrman off the line. And he's made up some really good ground on this race start power unit circuit. Behrman, P7, Ocon, P13. This is a good little start. Remember, no DRS in Junior GPs because it is up to Series 3. So we've got to make our ground when we can. Up to P12 Ocon goes now. We're going to keep climbing. Up to P4. We haven't seen the guy that we want to see yet. We might see him soon. Come on, let's continue the grind as we just get past P4. Can we get P3 as well with a little help from the rival pushing us along in the end? We keep the position. So, what do we do in wet conditions? Well, it's this.
Is there a leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the weather freeze now.
That's it. That is our new wet message radio Quite fitting in wet conditions as Bearman comes down in P5. Ocon, P12. This is going to be tough. You can't do the undercut in this race. We can't do the overcut unless we took a tyre boost. So it's pretty impossible to do anything other than a free. If you've got a good tyre boost in junior, definitely a lap 2 or lap 4 pit stop would massively benefit you. Absolutely incredible if you could. But in this case, we can't. So Ocon, P12, with everybody about to come into the pits. Would doubt if anyone goes longer. Yeah, no one does. So here is where we could get lucky, because we might get a lot of double stacks. And we might climb up the field as the rival comes back out. We are out in P5, it looks. Ocon comes in. Now, he came in about P12. And he's actually going to come out in P12. So he hasn't gained anything from them pit stops. Probably everyone's a little bit spread out with their drivers, which is not going to benefit us massively. We can try and close down Antonelli. We can maybe make some ground. P5, P12. Breakdowns are going to be nice, if there ever is any today, at Imola. So, everyone's spread out a little bit more now. And there's a breakdown. Charles Leclerc has broken down.
It's broken! Anti-stall. It's off. Fuck!
Leclerc breaks down, hands us a extra position. Just gone through on Ocon's screen. That is good because that is an extra point. And now we're on the back of Fernando Alonso. Bearman 4th. Ocon 10th. Could get Verstappen here, who looks like he's going slowly a little bit. But we are equally as slow, most likely. As down the straight again. Next lap, pit stop time. As Ocon's under pressure from Antonelli. Just going to try and gain some of that power unit. What do we got? McLaren's will double stack a little bit, but that's all that's really going to happen out front. We are not close enough with Ocon to be able to basically make that our benefit. As we do the switcheroo, but can't get through on Antonelli. See if we can find a way through this chicane. Can we get the run on Antonelli? Yes, we can. For what it matters, I don't know. But we're in the pits this lap. Antonelli does come back at us, but we're going to stay ahead for now. And out we're going to come. P4, we're going to return. Ocon was what, P10? Should come out the same place, really. Just ahead of Antonelli. So 3 laps to go, which includes this lap here. And we are nearly in a place then. Pretty close out front. Norris, Bearman, and our Bearman all having a battle. There's a Ferrari there, which is the Ferrari from the breakdown. So I think that's Charles Leclerc, who has been lapped. And we're just going to try and save the power unit for an attack, because we're sticking with the Ferrari, the McLaren, as it stands. Down the straight we go again with Ocon. Don't think he's got.
We've got a new subscriber.
As Inaki hits subscribe. Thank you, Inaki. That's why we leave the alerts on, because you can make it in a video if you hit the subscribe whilst we're recording. Come on, can we get 9th? Do we have the pace? We don't. Not yet, we don't. What about Bearman? Closes back on Lando Norris. We've got 1 lap to go, coming up to the final lap of the Imola race 3 of the whole Austrian GP event. As down the straight we go. Can we now push? I think we're too far away from Verstappen. Just can't get the power unit enough to be able to launch an attack. What about on Norris? Can we get P3? We can't. I think we've hit our limit. It's going to be, still going to be about consistent. It's going to be 36 points if we can't make any more overtakes. As can we get Norris? We can't. Any chance of a move? We can go round the outside. We're ahead of Lando Norris. We're going to take P3. Can we get some last seconds power units to get Verstappen for P9? I don't think we can. We can't. It's going to be P10 finish. Verstappen moves to the left-hand side. And it is a P3 and a P10 finish. It is 37 points. And we're doing pretty consistent with our scoring after 3 races. Because I think we had like a 38 point. We've had a 40 point. And in the end, that one is going to make 40 points in total with the additional +3. So that is a good score. 40 points. No boost used. We just got to make sure we get through. And there you go. 640 team score that was against. We had level 7 Bortoletto, who doesn't have race start. Level 7 Bearman. And the car, well, it was hard. It's better than ours. Few levels extra on some of them parts. One more power unit, though, where it mattered. So that is 3 races done on this account. Just quickly show you the standings. We are currently P2. We are on 118 points. We have scored 38, 40 and 40 with absolutely 0 boosts used. We are going down to the final race, which is overtaking and speed. And that is going to come from the circuit of Baku, which is going to be a 2-stop race. So you've got overtaking and speed. We're going to go back to our speed setup. There you go. And then it's all about checking for the overtaking drivers. So Bearman will come in. Now let's find out who's good. Sonoda is good, but his tyre management terrible. But that could be okay. Albon, less overtaking. Hajar has got 1. We'll probably use Hajar. Better race start. What about Colapinto overtaking? Not good enough. And that is going to be where it is. So there you go. There is race number 4 ready. We have got hopefully a decent chance at Baku, because it can be a tough track sometimes. We're going to be doing a 2-stop in this race. But race 4, can we continue with, I don't know, the points that we've been getting? +3 on the board, 82 speed. Let's go and find out the final race of this Junior GP. Now, if we do get through without any boosts, that's going to be very, very nice. We all know how much they're very difficult to get hold of. We've got a real player as well. 615 versus 673. So a tough team score here at Baku. But we'll find out. We'll see if we can finish strongly. Qualifying nearly done for the Austrian Grand Prix event. Let's see where we line up here. P10, P17. Let's go mediums and softs. We're going to be doing a 2 soft, 2 soft, 3 medium, and a 3 medium, 2 soft, 2 soft strategy round here. Real player. Would expect them to be using boost potentially. So they might disappear from us. It looks like they're using boost. They're taking a while to ready up. Come on, DJ Hayes. Ready up, my man. He's going to use the whole timer. Right, here we go then. What boost have we got? Hex boost and dead fast boost for the rival. And it's lights out. Away we go. Can we finish the job? Can we score maybe consistently around that 40-point mark again as we get racing around the streets of Baku? Bearman currently up to P7. That's a great little start. Hajar, not too bad, but he's into P15. So we definitely need him to make more positions as Bearman is up to P6. Verstappen ahead? Not anymore. He's behind. P5 for Bearman. Hajar still struggling to make overtakes. Can we get Charles Leclerc? Yes, we can. And now Hajar can slowly start making ground. Rival leads us in the duel. They are P2 and P8. We have got to hope that we can get through some cars. As we get into P3, let's put the burners on. Let's see if we can make some overtakes. Hajar, this race will come to him. He's on the slower tyre. This race should come to him later on as we continue to push. Can we get past Pierre Gasly? Yes, we can. Up to P12. And P11. So Hajar now making ground as Bearman comes down the long straight to pit for the first time. 7 laps of this circuit. We are in the pits. Rival is on the same tyres on both. which you have to be careful because you could double stack. And we are already coming out with Bearman. So Hajar 8th, Bearman in 11th. As he got pretty bad off that corner. Let's see if we can get past Antonelli though. And we can, up to P10. Hajar all over the back of the other Mercedes of Russell. And Hajar is about to make this race a lot easier, being on the soft tyres. So there we go, in we come. Rivals going for the one stop. They will have... an interesting one. I mean, I thought this was a duel. It is a duel, isn't it? I thought this was a GP race. Or is it a GP race? He's got Bortoletto. I mean, maybe it is. I'm getting so confused. Did we enter a duel or a GP here? It does say Baku. I was thinking this because I'm in Series 8 at the moment. The rival has gone for the two-stop. The one-stop, sorry, which is usually your Series 8. Now, I've just got so confused thinking that this is actually a duel in Series 8. Because they've got Bortoletto, but I think they're using the rare Bortoletto in this. I mean, you will know by watching this video whether or not I search for a duel or a GP race. But I've just confused myself so much. Literally, you would have seen the stunned silence a moment ago thinking, is this actually a duel Bortoletto? Because you wouldn't really use Bortoletto around here. Wow, who knows? Hajar 9th. Will pit now. Bearman in 10th. And we're going to close in. Rival, obviously, with the boost selection as well. Extra tyre management on the dead fast a little bit. Loads more speed. And overtake him. So we're going to do the best we can. Absolutely. Now we've got to try and get Hajar through. Yeah, I was so confused in this part of this race. Generally thought I'd clicked Series 8 duels. As Bearman works his way up to P6. Hajar's got Antonelli ahead. So let's just record the end of this race because we've just lost basically lost our connection to the streaming. So we've got Bearman coming home P5 at the moment. We have got Hajar in P9, which is a shame. Try and flick to general screen. But yeah, we've completely lost the access. So we're going to try and come home. Bearman finishes P5. Hajar is going to come home in P number 9. Yeah, that was a frustrating one to lose at the end. P5 and P number 9. So you will see it was a GP race, and apologies for the computer absolutely cut in out, which was annoying. So we've basically lost the end of that race. I will try and see if it did record offline to try and show you, but sadly we didn't score any points in terms of more. The rival got 47. We got 36 though, so we kept up with our consistency of points. And we had a level 8 Bortoletto for the rival, level 7 Bearman. You had also 7 more speed. And of course, good boost selected by the rival as well. They did the one stop. Of course, you're going to be able to do that with good tyre management drivers. They have got a couple of levels above us. And obviously, we did the 2-stop because we don't have that tyre management or the speed to do it. So we did the 2. You can see most people, apart from the hards, do the 2-stop as well. But in the end, that GP with an anti-climax in the end, that is done and dusted. 615 team score for us. Now let's show you how we did. In Junior, 4 races complete. We completed Austria, Silverstone, Imola and Baku. And the points we are going to score is as followed. We finish on 157 points with 0 boosts used. That rival was actually above us in this one. They are currently, 2,400 flags. We are 1,800. But I'm happy with that. 0 boosts. And we scored very well. We scored very consistent. 39 points race 1, 40 points race 2 and races 3, and 39 points race 4. So you can basically say this account, without boosts, you can't really expect to score much more than 40 points. But let me know down below how many points you've scored in your qualifying round and what GP level you have entered.